Hello, my dear friend. Welcome. You have arrived here at this very moment, and I assure you, it is not an accident. You may think you stumbled upon this message by chance, but nothing in your life has been random. Even the very act of you listening now has been written into your story long before you could imagine it. As Ecclesiastes 3:1 reminds us, to everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. So close your eyes, if you are able, and listen, not with your ears alone, but with your soul. Listen to the version of you who has already walked through the storms you are standing in now, the version of you who has already reached the mountaintop after the valley. I know the heaviness you carry, the weight that sits in your chest like an unanswered prayer, the restless pressure pressing into your ribs, the questions that whisper in your quietest hours. You've carried it for so long that you almost forget it's there until silence reminds you of its presence. You wonder if things will ever make sense, if the pieces will ever align. Let me tell you something with certainty. They will. For Romans 8:28 declares, "And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are the called according to his purpose." Every single step you are walking through right now is necessary, even if it feels uncertain, even if it feels like chaos. You're a beautiful, compassionate, extraordinary being. But I know it is difficult for you to see yourself as such. Not because it isn't true, but because the puzzle pieces of your life have not yet formed the full picture. You think you are lost, but what if I told you that feeling lost is often the first signal that you are about to be found? You believe you are falling behind, but what if, in another perspective, the eternal perspective, you're already ahead? What if the very thing you believe is holding you back is actually shaping you, refining you, preparing you for a life far beyond what you have imagined? As James 1:3 says, "Because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance." Every struggle is not a pause, it is a shift. Every emotion you feel so deeply is not a wall, but a bridge. You are not stuck, you are becoming. Think of the moments you've experienced, the inexplicable pull towards something unseen, the recognition of a truth before it happens, the lyrics of a song that feel like a direct message written for your heart, the repeated appearance of a number that seems too precise to be chance, the silence that somehow speaks louder than the noise. You are more connected than you realize. This existence is not random, it is rhythm, order, a divine symphony in which you are an instrument. As Psalm 139 verse 16 says, "Your eyes saw my unformed body. All the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be." The overwhelming sensations you sometimes feel, the kind that make you question whether anything matters, are not emptiness. They are your soul processing what your mind cannot yet translate. You are expanding, absorbing, shifting into a higher frequency of awareness. Your emotions are not burdens, they are blueprints. They are mapping out something larger, something sacred, something eternal. They are turning pain into wisdom, fear into clarity, chaos into creation. The very thoughts that make you question everything are proof of your aliveness, your consciousness. And consciousness is power. As 2 Timothy 1:7 declares, "For God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, and of love, and of a sound mind." Have you noticed how even the smallest things affect you? How a word spoken in passing can stay with you for years? How you can sense the energy of a room before a single word is spoken? That is because you are not just living. You are perceiving, feeling, absorbing the spiritual reality woven beneath the visible one. Your depth is not weakness, it is your gift. Your ability to feel so much, even when it hurts, is proof that you are tuned into something beyond the surface. Yes, it makes life harder at times, but it also makes it more real, more profound. If only you could see yourself from the perspective of eternity, you would understand. Every doubt you have about yourself, every hesitation, is built upon lies. The whisper of not enough is deception, because you already are enough. Ephesians 2:10 reminds you, "For we are his workmanship, created in Christ Jesus, unto good works, which God hath before ordained, that we should walk in them." Even in the moments when you feel overwhelmed, when you wish you could stop the world and step away, you are not weak. You are processing growth, transformation, and healing. Healing does not always look like progress. Sometimes it looks like stillness. Sometimes it feels like silence. But silence is not absence. It is preparation. It is the universe rearranging itself for your good. Isaiah 41:10 comforts you. "Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee, yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness." You may feel alone, but heaven is watching over you. You may think you've been forgotten, but the truth is that you are seen, known, and loved beyond measure. Every challenge you face is not meant to crush you, but to sculpt you, to refine you like gold in the fire. Malachi 3:3 says, "He will sit as a refiner and purifier of silver." And so, your moments of struggle are not wasted. They're shaping you into someone unshakable. The person you're becoming is someone you have not yet fully met, but that person is already real, already alive within you. I have seen them, and I promise they are worth every moment of uncertainty. You may feel like you don't belong, like this world is too heavy, but remember, the very questions you ask, the hunger for meaning you feel, are proof that you are already on the path. Doubt is not the end of faith. It is often the birthplace of clarity. What if confusion is not failure, but a signal of growth? What if every time you feel lost, you are actually being positioned exactly where you need to be? Look closely at the world around you, the light falling across your window, the stillness before change, the timing of events that align too perfectly to be coincidence. These are signs, patterns, glimpses of a greater hand at work. Proverbs 16:9 tells us, "A man's heart deviseth his way, but the Lord directeth his steps." You are more guided than you realize. The dreams that linger after waking, the intuition that pushes you forward when logic tells you to quit, the sense of something greater moving through your life. These are not illusions. They are reminders of the truth you already carry deep within. The version of you that has transcended fear and doubt already exists. They whisper to you through moments of déjà vu, through repeated signs, through the quiet instinct that tells you to keep going. You are not just drifting through life. You are shaping it, co-creating it with the divine. Even in your weakest moments, you are collecting strength that will one day astonish you. Think back to the times you thought you wouldn't make it, and yet you did. Each time you emerged stronger, wiser, still standing. Your resilience is far greater than you give yourself credit for. Every heartbreak, every sleepless night, every disappointment has been a necessary chapter, and those chapters are not wasted. They are testimony. You are not just surviving, you are transforming. You are learning to trust yourself, to walk in faith even when sight fails you, to step between who you once were and who you are called to be. That in-between space feels uncomfortable, uncertain, like standing in a doorway not yet opened. But I tell you this, the door will open. Revelation 3:8 declares, "Behold, I have set before thee an open door, and no man can shut it." One day, you will look back and realize that every delay was protection. Every detour was redirection. Every ending was an invitation to something greater. You will see that what felt like breaking was actually shaping, that what felt like emptiness was preparation for fullness. You will understand that even in the silence you were never alone. For Hebrews 13:5 assures us, "I will never leave thee nor forsake thee." My dear friend, you are not lost. You are in motion. You are being guided into a future beyond anything you can imagine. And when you arrive there, you will carry the light of everything you endured, shining for others who walk the path after you. Keep going, keep trusting, keep feeling, keep believing that even in the chaos, even in the silence, you are being led to something meaningful. Remember, you are